I'm sure by now, or if not, you've all heard about the deep web and how many crazy things are on the deep web. And here's a disclaimer: never, ever go on the deep web. Because this is a story that my friend told me and still haunts him to this day about the deep web. Here is how he told it. He said one day, out of curiosity, he decided to go on the deep web. But he was pretty good at keeping his IP address discreet and everything, so he wasn't worried. But he wanted to know what everything was. What was the fuzz? Why? What was the need for a deep web? So he goes on it. The deeper he got, he said the more weirder it got. Until once, he stumbled upon a video chat. He said the video chat, there was just a camera in this room pointing straight at a naked girl with the mask on a chair squirming, her mouth tied up. And he said he didn't know if this was real or it was for act, but he just kept watching and decided to see what was going to happen. He said she had a mask. It looked like it was made out of flesh. You can just see her eyes, and her mouth was just taped shut. He said there was a bar with people commenting, people putting in money for a show. He said people were putting in crazy amounts of money, $150, probably about $100. He said he was scared. He didn't know if he was just going to click or didn't know what to do. He felt like he needed to help this girl. He said, I was close to calling the cops at that point, but I don't know. I didn't even know if this was real, so he decided to keep watching. He said some crazy person bid $500 to see her vagina grated with a cheese grater. He thought that this person was kidding. He thought this was all a joke. This was purposely here to scare people. He didn't believe any of it. He was not going to believe it, but he did not back out. He was just curious. But he said there was a countdown starting for 2 minutes. He didn't know what to expect until two men entered the room. He said they had monkey masks on, and they were creepy. They were tall, and they were pretty muscular. He said one came in with the bucket, and the other one came in with like a pair of scissors and tools. He said he was in shock. He didn't feel like it was real, but he stayed. He said he felt his stomach getting sick. The countdown was getting closer. As it went to 20 seconds, the girl was squirming and screaming, but you couldn't really hear her screams because the mouth was shut with tape. So you can just hear, But then the show starts. He said there was one man holding a bucket under her vagina, just waiting for stuff to come out, while the other one took his tools. He took scissors, and he took a sander. He was going to sand her vagina. So he starts sanding her vagina, and she's in pain, squirming around, just sanding the hell out of it. And he was sick to his stomach. He said he'd never seen anything like it. And he said he used scissors, and it zoomed in. It zoomed in, and then what happens next is disturbing. He said they got scissors and they cut what looked to be her clitoris as blood was squirting everywhere. She said he didn't know what to believe. He said she just stopped moving. He didn't know if that was enough to kill her or just put her into shock. He couldn't believe it. And he said people were commenting, like, I love this. This is great. People were putting in more money. He didn't believe what he was on, but he knows what he saw. And he said, I remember the guy had his face under there with the blood coming all over it. He was like drinking the blood as it was coming out, the man holding the bucket, while the other one just kept cutting as he just stuck the scissors in deeper. He said at that point the girl looked dead. He didn't know what to do. He said right away he just shut off his whole computer. And he said he was very sick. Very sick. And I remember him one day calling me and telling me everything, what he just saw, if he should call the cops. He said, the deep web, I don't know if I saw was real. It looked real. It could have been real, I don't know. But I am sick and I am in shock. And he would advise no one to ever get on the deep web because he knows what he saw. And as his friend, I believe him. Because to this day, He is terrified of most things on the computer nowadays.